Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Royals, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Ole Miss offense takes the field to start this game off. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride, stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Nowhere to run on now when he loses 4 on the carry. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
From the gun, give on the inside. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. And that last play is why it is a gift to have a short-term memory in this game. 2nd and long coming up. He's moving out of the pocket. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They think there's room to run to the right here. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Makes the grab outside. It's Harris. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
So Arkansas's offense will go to work for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to throw, it's Green. Now adjusting. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times. He's looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the offense out of the field to go back to work. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback moving. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Back to pass. It's Green. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch down the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This offensive line does such a good job communicating in their pass protection. You can see guys passing defenders off to one another, and that's why the quarterback had so much time to complete that throw deep downfield.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played 1. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking for a man. It's Dart. Time to take a shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He'll pull it down and run. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They'll decline the penalty, and the touchdown will count. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. From inside the 20. Oh, the ball's out on the return. Grabbed by the kicking team. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball, they wanted to do something with it, and they did. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch called for, but a flag is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
Wow, what an impressive looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Green. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Play number 9 on this drive. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they will score! Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Looking downfield, it's Dart. Gonna try to get it himself. The ball squirts free. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Oh, he wants it all. A full dive to haul that one in. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Now improvising. Makes the catch. It's Parrish. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He rifles one deep down the middle. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. The offense set for a 1st down play. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Green. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Jackson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And the Rebels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football falling right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He makes the catch. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The offense staying out there. It's been a 50-50 proposition on 4th down. They're 2 for 4. They'll immediately call timeout. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. He slings it deep to the left. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. 1st down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Caught in the backfield at screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Hill. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback put in paper and plastic and sacked.
And how about the speed on defense with that rush, getting to the QB so quickly? You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills, and you saw it right there.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. On the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that Boat always going to take a shot at the DB. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The field goal is no good. Still leading by 2 after the miss.
That keeps the score Arkansas 16, Ole Miss 14.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Quickly complete.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move, it's Green. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They're going to run it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Final play of the quarter coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a draw. Bulls his way forward. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Green. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Parrish. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Touchdown, Rebels! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll run it to the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Green. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today.
Oh, my God.
He's got it all right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The back goes in motion. He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackle.
Dropping back, it's Green. Dances away to buy time. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got him and they convert. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. He wants to throw it. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to get. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas's offense takes the field. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Looking for a man. It's Ewers. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Buys a little time with his feet. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you when you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Reels it in the end zone. Clemson. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. This offense has a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. They're trying to get to it. He'll try to do it himself, and the ball slipped out. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. Got some room to run. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Texas offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Quarterback strolling away from heat. At the 40, there he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception. interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Looking for room, it's Blue. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Offense breaks the huddle, it's 3rd down. To the air, it's Ewers. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, it's Williams. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Never allowed. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He wants to go deep. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense. Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Nebraska's offense takes the field for the first time today. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll run it again. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive humming.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. It's a draw. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. The ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The give to the lone running back. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on third and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you try to sneak this in here, right? Third down, kind of manageable situation, not too far, not too short, where maybe I can throw the football, but I sneak that draw on their defense in. No, sir, I'm ready for that. Stuffs them on the third down.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use the quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Thorne. He makes the connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch, called for and made. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. power football with the run. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Smashes through. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Whitman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Nair. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Caught near the sticks. It's Nair. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming after him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. He's not afraid to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Running it back, it's Scott. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Grab near the marker. It's Lewis. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. A new set of downs after the completion. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Running back goes in motion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab inside the 30. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Thorne. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Here on 2nd and short. The play action fake. Pressure coming. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Gonna take a shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're bringing heat. That's caught. It's Banks. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Quarterback empties his backfield. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Going over the top. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. They'll try the run. Oh, spins away. Oh, the pirouette gets him loose. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing ankles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The kickoff team out there getting set. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Leaves it with the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. To the air, it's Raiola. Getting some heat. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
The Huskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He wants to throw. Makes his connection.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands and get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a...
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Yeah, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well, then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Tigers will line it up on first and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hunter. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Fairweather. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the tailback. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33. And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. And the Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Nifty little dance step. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Caught on the outside. It's Fairweather. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Set up for 2nd and short after that complete. Hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Hunter. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Tigers are on the move. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Unloads quickly. The Tigers will move the sticks.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Thorne. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little bounce.
Looking to take a shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls down.
He wants to pass it on second down. Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tiger. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay and run that clock.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
It's first down from the 11.
Here we go.
On the run, it's Hunter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some pot. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Give to the running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Gonna need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it, you got to get better, you got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.